Brave Frenchman! You have done all that the honor of war requires. His Grace the Duke of Wellington invites you to save your lives. Will you agree to surrender? Now!
Here it is, Warlord Games Black Powder French Old Guard Grenadiers, an excellent addition to your French Napoleonic army. This is an excellent set that contains 24 metal miniatures of the French Grenadiers of the Old Guard. I'm going to turn this around. This box is pretty hefty since all 24 figures are metal. In this you get 24 metal French Grenadiers that include a 4 metal command set. You also get a background and painting guide, and this is an example of what they look like all painted up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside. Alright, first off is your guide to the French Old Guard Grenadiers. It gives you the history of the unit as well as a couple flags. Other than that, the meat and potatoes of the set are 2 blisters full of the metal Old Guard Grenadier. So I'm going to open up the first blister here and we'll take a look at what's inside. Alright, so the first blister contains 12 Grenadiers. As you can see, all metal. There will be some cleanup required. There's flash on some of these. The most important part is that you see all of the muskets are bent. They should look like this, but most of them, because they've jostled around in the blister, look like that. So what I would recommend is to just gently push these or pull these back into place. Keep in mind that they are metal, so if you put too much force, they will of course break off, and you will be a very sad French general in the fact that you would have to glue these delicate parts back together. So really just be gentle with your muskets here and ensure that you straighten it out with a light touch. Again, there will be some flash that will be required, that will be needed to clean up. But other than that, after I bend this one, I'm going to bring it up. You can see that the figure is very well detailed. Again, just be very gentle with straightening out the rifle or the musket and the bayonet, and you will not have a problem getting these back into place. So again, very well detailed, beautiful figures, and they are all advancing with muskets at the ready, bayonets fixed, because they are the hammer to the French Napoleonic army. These guys are the ones that get sent in to break the enemy. So alright, that's the first 12. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next blister. Alright, next up I'd like to take this small opportunity to thank Ronnie S. for packing this box, but also keep note that on this card is actually the flagpole or banner pole for your flag. So just make sure you don't throw this away. This is the Warlord. This is Warlord's usual way of attaching the staff or stave or the flagpole to your kit, so don't throw it away. And thank you, Ronnie. Right, first off, from this blister are the 8 Grenadiers that come in the kit. Again, the barrels on their muskets are bent, so just be very careful in straightening them out. Again, the material is thin, it is metal, and can break off quite easily. And there you are. And lastly, you have your command set. You have your officer, you have your flag bearer, your sapper, your drummer, a finial, and of course an eagle. What is an Old Guard Grenadier unit without its eagle? So I'm just going to bring the eagle up. And then the finial. And then the officer with bicorn. your flag bearer, your sapper with his axe, and then your drummer. Alright guys, here's a mocked up stand of Grenadiers. I just have them on poster tack attached to a 40x40 Warlord base. Again, when you're placing these, as you can see, they're all in advancing position or pose with their muskets at the ready. So you just gotta kind of place them in such a way so that it looks natural and doesn't look awkward. Would have been interesting to have maybe half of these in advancing and the rest kind of with their muskets shouldered, but that would not be what the old guard would be doing, as they're pretty much being sent in to be a hammer against the enemy formations. So they would be advancing like this. So just position your Grenadiers in such a way so that the muskets from the back rank are not getting in the way of the front rank. Other than that, I feel that these look pretty cool. I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit. There you have it. Your stand of Grenadiers. They look great. I like the metal. I don't like having to bend the muskets back into place, but again, as you can see, I've used a gentle touch to bring these back to where they should be. They're not going to be perfect, but at least they're not wrapped around the bodies of the Grenadiers. So, alright, there you have it. Warlord Games Black Powder French Old Guard Grenadiers, an excellent addition to your French Napoleonic army. There are a few things that you need to note on this particular kit. They're all metal. The one thing that you need to be careful of is that the rifle or the barrels on the muskets are bent, so when you're adjusting them, just make sure to be gentle and give it a light touch. I do like the poses, although most of them have the same pose, which is just advancing with their muskets at the ready. It's a little bit more dynamic than the standard line infantry from Warlord, in which they just look pretty static and then marching. But you know, Victrix, it does have three different sets for the old guard, middle, Grenadiers, and flank that are available, and you'll get a lot more in those particular kits than you do in this Warlord kit. I do like the metal though, gives them a little bit more weight and is hefty, but again, the barrels on the muskets need to be gently adjusted, and yeah. But anyway, I'm actually glad to have this set for my French Napoleonic army as I start to build up my 2nd Brigade, and we'll just see how that goes. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you would. Click the bell notification icon to get notified of all new unboxings coming out of the channel, and then click the link in the description below to join our Discord server. That is the best way I can personally interact with you and talk to you about Black Powder and other historical war games that we cover on this channel. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more unboxing videos from Wargaming Noob Historical.